On our way to a car show. It ends at dusk though, when we just got out of work, so we're probably going to be late, or it might be over by the time we get there. Hubby is just doing so well on his motorcycle, just really getting good. I'm better, but I'm not as good as he is. He's got $2,000 more on his than I do. He's probably up around 6,000. I'm more like 4. I do feel more confident on it, you know, but I was watching this great YouTube video of this woman doing cones on a scooter. Oh my God, she was awesome. And I was like, I can't touch that. And of course, the more control you have, the safer it all is. Oh, I know where I am. It's so stupid that I don't know where I am, but I know where I am now. Cool. He's coming from the car show. It's probably all over. You know, the scooters bring up all kinds of stuff. You know, a lot of people have a lot more respect for them than they used to. I guess they ride better than they did 100 years ago. She's probably a commuter, riding her bike to work. A lot of respect, as I've said 1,000 times, for bicyclists. That's what I do mostly when I can. But for long distances, you get a bicycle with a motor in it. They call it a scooter. But it really is more than that. Speed does make a difference, not just as far as danger, but in the way the machine handles. And this handles differently than a bicycle. Maybe like a really good bicyclist would tell you no, but you know, I don't drive 30 miles an hour on my bicycle. Even downhill, like I'll go 30 miles an hour. Literally, I'm not fooling about that, but it's straight. Like I wouldn't attempt to turn my bicycle at 30. I don't think I ever have. Maybe I have. On a very gradual, you know, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning turn. Oh, am I slow? I don't feel slow. That's the other thing about being out here, man. When the wind is in your face and, you know, you're going 45 and your jacket's plastered against your chest, and then someone in their comfy, cozy car just looks at you and just swings past you easily at 15 miles an hour more than you're going. You're like, oh. And you hope you're not annoying, because though I'm less terrified of speed than I used to be, you know, I'd absolutely respect it. And you feel it, so you feel like you're moving along. Turns and stop signs. I still am not great at that one. Like, oh, I have to stop while I'm turning. And the other thing I'm really learning is always check your rearview mirrors for some fool. That gray car that came up on my left, I didn't see them come up on my left. I was a little disappointed. I hate it when I'm not spooked, but that I did something in an unaware way, that someone came to around me in a way and I was unaware of it. I should always be aware of it. And I, always check the wheels, see what direction their wheels are pointing. Like that guy. Like, what is his intent? He's got his brakes on, his wheels are pointed forward though. Check both sides. The other thing is you're really skinny, so people will pass you over your shoulder because you're so little. So, just going to be aware of that. See how he turned that much better than I did. I'll have to do it a little bit more wussy. He can take them now, I think, without even really braking that much. You just either taps the brake or doesn't really need to that much when he turns. So the New England Patriots are playing tonight, a Thursday night game without, I was going to say Drew Bledsoe. I like the Patriots. I'm not a, rabid fan like so many people are in the area. Tom Brady was kicked out for 4 games. My fellow Bostonian friends think he didn't have anything to do with the, Deflate Gate or whatever it was, but obviously he totally knew about that. Just suck it up, man. That's all I can say. It's like, all right, just take your lickings. But he got 4 games, and then the Patriots had this new fellow. I don't know if his name was Gilmore. I don't know why that name sticks out. And he did really well. He won 2 games, I guess. I didn't see either one of them. And then he got hurt. So now they have this stringer come in. It's another guy. I don't even know who it is, playing tonight at 8. So that's the big Patriots game going on. But I saw this hysterical thing on Facebook where they had different people calling up Belichick, who was the coach for the New England Patriots. And they say, like, oh, I heard you need a quarterback. And one of them was Drew Bledsoe. And he says, hey, I heard that, you might have to have someone fill in. Still kind of got an arm going on. I felt bad about Gilmore getting hurt. I mean, I know what it's like to get hurt and lose your job. So, I think you owe me one, so give me a call. It was like wicked humorless. Like, I love it when people can laugh at themselves. For those who don't know, Drew Bledsoe was the Patriots, big-time quarterback, and then he broke his finger, and this guy named Tom Brady came in to fill in, and of course the rest is history. So, it was just interesting. I'm not a huge Brady fan. I mean, I admire his capacity. Like, I think he's a great football player. I think no one can deny that. Although, and I don't know anything about football, but this the idea that other quarterbacks just seem to win under Belichick too, you wonder, like, fill in the cog. But I'm sure there's an absolute greatness to Brady. He's broken all records. You have to say the man is fabulous. But he's just got a dislikable disposition. And I mean, I don't know that. I don't know the man, but publicly anyway, he just rubs me the wrong way. It's just, there's an arrogance to him that's just unbelievable. But I guess it happens to you, I guess, when you make zillions of dollars and you think highly of yourself, and you have, supermodel girlfriends and wives, and, everybody just worships you for really not, I mean, it's athletic acumen, and there's no doubt about it, but it's not really that big a deal. It's a football field. It's cool that you're better than anybody else who plays this game, but who wins or loses the game, doesn't save a life, unless someone's bet severely on it. It doesn't cure cancer. It doesn't make a building painted. In fact, if anything, the place is a mess when the fans leave. So it's not like it does anything. It entertains people for a few hours, and it's great to be entertained. But you're an entertainer. It's like the way people think of themselves. Entertainers kind of suffer from that. You are an entertainer. That means that you're a distraction. But over the past, 30 years or so, sports has become central as opposed to a distraction. It's like everything. Like there's schools. I was talking to an AD, and they have a full-time AD now. He doesn't teach. In the old days, the AD, that's what does that stand for? It stands for athletic director. They used to direct the sports around the schools, and then they, of course, they taught. Now they're full-time. They don't teach anymore. There are 29 choices in schools with 20,000 kids. They have a full-time trainer. This is like commonplace. They have their own exercise rooms. I mean, schools used to be educational facilities that provided a sports thing. Now they're sports facilities that provide an education also. It's secondary. Because, like, you are so going to lose your arts program or your extracurricular before you're going to lose your 27th sport. It's just how it is. Okay, this is dangerous. Ooh. The interesting thing about when you're out here is that when something moves like that, which, he did, then your eye pulls to them, and then your eye pulls to something else. I guess you have to be like a quarterback. You have to kind of look at all the openings and make sure that nobody sacks you. There's skill to it. But it's funny how in this country most of us can't name 5 scientists. I mean, we can't name 5 scientists. It's just sad. Our priorities are kind of funny. And I love sports. I always played them as a kid. I was pretty good at them. For my generation, women weren't really that encouraged to play that much. I was Title IX, but it wasn't. They always said, that's the other thing. People think when Title IX came in, everything got equal. Not what happened. It wasn't like the ghost was given up. Even to this day, it's like, and it's fine. What are you gonna do? But it's just sports, and they're great, but it's not the measure of a human being. So anyway, we're on our way to the little show. I'm gonna dread driving this thing in the dark down, and I'm not gonna be too thrilled with that. I think the old-fashioned cars are all leaving. Good God. Yeah, everybody's going home, dear. Boy, I remember playing at the Taunton dog track. Dog tracking's illegal now. I think they were hoping for a better kind of, ooh, look at that sun. Can you see that sun? Because I can't see crap. They were hoping for a better kind of gambling, and it didn't pay off. It will. I don't like gambling. I think it really doesn't help society, to tell you the truth. I should park in that spot right there. So they oh yeah, scooter, man.
And this one for the Rocket 88.